Hi, Tiago here, and I'm here to talk about the new features in WeldCloud Assembly for this quarter. I'll start by talking about Excel import. To reach the Excel import, you go to the assemblies. If you already have one, you can click on it, or you can create one through the add button. I have one prepared for this video right here. This one is empty, and it will show the option to do import welds right off the gate. So you click here, and it will show a number of columns that you can use to upload. Each of them have descriptions like base materials, like weld numbers and all that. So you click on the next step, and it will ask you to choose a file. I already have one prepared here with some details, and you will see a small preview and also say that there will be a few more rows. You just click on the next step here, and then it will do a preview of what you have in your file. So after this, you'll need to go through some processing. Click on the next step, and the software will check all the files on all the rows. And in here, it will do some warnings, such as in this case, it is different from the WPS value, and as such, you might want to correct it, or if your project allows this, you can keep it. But the software will always warn you for any differences and issues that you may find. In here, you will see that it's a value in millimeters, but you can use the standardized values both in inches, nominal diameter, and of course millimeters. In this case, the original value was 2 inches, which was converted to 60 millimeters .30, and the schedule 40 S40 was converted to 391. So the software will do that for you. And it will do this for every different field. You'll select the WPS, weld type, inspection class, and this will be very helpful in terms of defining the non-destructive test criteria for your welds. You set these up in WeldCloud Assembly, and it will automatically attribute non-destructive tests for all your welds that have this inspection class. You can also set the line class, and you can specify additional testing. And then, if I'm happy with what I have seen here, I click Import Data. It will go through some processing. Currently, we do have a limit of 1,000 welds at a time. And then you will see all the welds imported with all the details. I will open one so that you can see. And it has significant details here that you can then start populating as production moves forward. You now have a dedicated section for all the notifications of welds non-compliances in WeldCloud Assembly. It is quite simple. You can you go to the settings and receive them as email or SMS. You can configure this in the WeldCloud settings. You will also see them here in the notification bell on the top right. Here is an example. And we have this section right here for all the recent non-compliances that have occurred at your company. In here, you will be able to see all the weld sessions, which assembly they belong to, which WPS was used. You will also see the quality and which machine was used. You can subsequently set some filters of time span, machine that was used, which quality of the session did you find, and filter by assembly, part, weld, and welder. If you click on any of these, you'll be forwarded to the project that you have done, and it will highlight the actual weld session in this weld. You will see the values that were recorded from your welding power source and the comparison to the WPS, as assembly usually does. In this case, you will see that the average current was below the limits of the WPS, and as such, you should take action and potentially repair this weld. You can now verify and approve assemblies in WeldCloud Assembly. What this does is, if you open up an assembly that you have created, you'll have the option under Assembly Actions to verify, approve, and revoke. The revoke option will only appear if you have approved, and the approved option will only be selectable if you have verified it. What this does is it sets the user's name and the date at which it was verified in the project or assembly, and all the fields within this assembly will be disabled. So you won't be able to add any new parts, any new welds, any new documents. Of course, you will be able to approve if you have another level of approval, and of course, you will be able to revoke if there has been a mistake and things need to be corrected. Of course, to have these options enabled for you as a user, you will need to have a special permission set on your account so that you as a user can do these actions. In WeldCloud Assembly, every document, part, weld, assembly has a QR code that is unique and can be used to identify that object. Such as this assembly here, every object has a QR code on the top right. And this QR code can be used to identify the part, the weld, a document in the shop floor. Some manufacturing facilities may print out these QR codes and put them next to the parts or even in the drawings so that it can be easily identifiable in production. We have implemented a functionality in WeldCloud Assembly that allows for our users to print out multiple QR codes for a part in one go. So you open up one part, you scroll down to the section where it says Part Welds, you'll see all the welds in here, and you click on the QR codes option here. It will put all these QR codes into one page so that you can then print them easily. You can show them in 25, 50 or 100 welds, and if there's even more than those numbers of welds, there will be a paging system, so you will have to go for each page if you want to do that. In this case, there's only 10 welds, which only fills up one page, so I do not have to do that. If I click print, you'll have the option to preview and see how it's going to look. In this case, you can save as PDF or select the printer that makes sense for you. My name is Tiago Pereira. Thanks for watching.